It seems easy to sell, doesn't it? But how do we do it? Make money by selling things? It seems easy, but how do we actually sell? Almost everyone's familiar with the question, sell me this pen, right? Imagine. Okay, sit down, imagine.
That I made the right decision morally and ethically.
In the end, you're a salesman. If you've taken a more legitimate path, you're probably the greatest salesman in the world. Here's a pen. In the movie, we see Jordan Belfort sell a pen. Sell me the pen.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to meet you halfway with this, and I'll give a little sales training here about the trap of selling a pen. So when you tell someone to sell a pen like this, there's no context to sell you a pen because I don't know anything about you. I don't know what type of pens you use and whatnot. So when you do this to a salesperson, they'll say some really wacky stuff. So the best thing to say is I would say to you, Pierce, how long have you been in the market for a pen?
I wanted a pen for 3 months.
So you've been looking for a pen for 3 months now?
Yes.
Really? And what type of pens do you typically use when you use a pen?
I like a nice, easy-to-use ballpoint pen or something.
Okay, so now just so you know what I'm doing, so I want to teach a little bit here, is that the idea is that when you sell someone something is you need to be asking questions first to qualify, to find out what someone's needs are, what they like. The big mistake of salesmen, pen, this is the best pen in the world. Pierce, it writes upside down, so obviously it defies gravity, it's cheap. So if you do that, you sound like a moron, basically.
But are you going to give me truthful responses to...
Well, here's the answer. If you would have said to me, I don't really use a pen. I said, oh, really? Will you be in the market for a pen in all the next few weeks or so? You'd say, no. I said, have a nice day. I'm going to go find someone who wants a pen. I don't want to sell someone a pen that doesn't need a pen. So the first thing you do is ask questions. How often do you use a pen? What type of pen do you... So that's the way to really do this correctly. Otherwise, you're basically just...
And the first step to sell is to build certainty. Now, you might say, how do we build certainty? Well, there's 3 steps to that. First step is to have a product that is a 10 in the client's mind. 10 being it's amazing and 1 being it's dog water. Second is, does the client trust you? This depends on so many factors like does the client trust you, your tone of your voice, or how you look, basically all this. Now let's say a prospect or client trusts you and your product. Would he or she be willing to buy it? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to answer that question. Well, the answer is wrong. The answer is no. They still wouldn't buy it. Why would they not buy it? Step 3 is the client has to trust your company. Whatever company you're working for, the client has to trust you. Because if your company is trash, dog water, and it doesn't do well, why would anyone buy from you? Think from it. Think. So, you don't have a good reputation, and there's no way your client's going to spend money on you. A good example is if you're trying to sell a Supra. Most guys know if you're Supra, right? If you're trying to sell it to someone that doesn't know the hype around Supra, you won't get that monkey reaction, like a fucking chimpanzee going, ooh, reaction from them. Even if your product is 10, and the client trusts you, and even they like your company, would they still buy it? Answer is no, they still wouldn't buy it. I mean, maybe, right? But we know for certain that the chances of sales are gonna skyrocket once these criteria has been ticked. So this is the part 1, and this is the part 1 of what I've read through the book and what I've understood from the book. I'm gonna be working on part 2. Stay cool. Goodbye.